Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports.
Head up, 18 Gator, 57. I'm on. Down.
Throwing on first down. Tyler. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
Let's go, boys.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 91 yards, and a touchdown.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Aaron Colvin there to make the tackle.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. And now this pass brought in by Brown. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Flushed out right. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Bravo.
On first down, Tyler, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Tyler. Dancing to his left. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Flush to his right. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done.
Head up, 50, plant.
Let's put that team on the clock.
Off the play fake. Tyler. Over the middle here to Brown. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play that time for the Raiders. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Tyler, he's got his man on the crossing route. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Oakland. The homestanding Raiders with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. 5.
On 1st and 10, Tyler. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 15-yard touchdown grab as they have taken the lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete a run like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it, tight window.
Arizona, 15 Ronnie. 15 Ronnie.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And his shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle is going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown, Raiders.
Let's go. 70, Indy. 61, Matchbox, Light. Now.
Throwing on 1st down. Tyler. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
To throw on 2nd down. Tyler. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Tyler. And that will be incomplete. Now, they weren't scared to let it fly.
Here we go, here we go. 60 outlaw.
Man left, man left. Even.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15.
Okay, baby, I see you.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slapped. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. 2nd and 14. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Looking to throw. Tyler to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Forced out to his left. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Back to throw. Tyler buying time. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown Raiders. Antonio Brown. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play even when contested.
70, Indy. 5.
On the ground, Jacobs will get the 3rd quarter started. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Steps away to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. From the gun, Tyler into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 10-2 stop.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Get it.
To throw again. Tyler escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this.
Here we go. 60-or. Give me that ball.
Looking to throw on second down. Tyler. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun. Tyler rolling to his left. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. From the gun, Tyler.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down. The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix.
On the double.
57 to Mike.
They'll run on first down. Campbell. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. Again, they run with Campbell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, that hasn't been too successful.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it first and 10 up at the 20. On the run, it's Campbell. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now after the loss, they come up 2nd and 11 from the 19-yard line. 2nd and 11. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that is incomplete.
Let's go. 30 base.
57. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Big rip.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Campbell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there.
Down. 70. Indy.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
On first down, It's Campbell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just one but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 7'5".
Now you talk about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember.
And an alley to run. Spins past it. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
They'll hand this to Campbell, running right. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to make the stop. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 yards there, first down. Looking to throw. Tyler. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Will Fuller.
Ready.
Check. Lucky.
Get it.
The drive will start with an option going left. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Go.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 16-yard line.
Deep grip.
To throw on 2nd down. Tyler flushed out right, and he's able to get up here to the 26. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf.
Hey, watch the slant.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Campbell, and he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Back to throw. Tyler. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribe. Right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Tyler. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. From a yard out. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the...
Got it.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up.
is Campbell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run with the big man Campbell. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Look at me. Go. Get it.
Back to throw. Tyler. He's going to let this one go deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line.
Watch a slap. Watch a slap. Watch a slap.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Kill.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Will Fuller was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Raiders, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Texans,